Hello, Bumpy McSquiggums here, and I'm continuing with my weekly run series, week 11. It has been postponed, it has been delayed, my save game got corrupted, all sorts of horrible things have come up, and by horrible I mean getting ready for vacation, doing vacation, blah blah blah, getting sick, all that wonderful fun stuff. I'm still with a remnant of my being sick, and that means I have a cough still, so I'm trying very hard to prevent you guys from going deaf from hearing my horrible cough. So if you hear some mutage, that will be why. But this is week 11 of my weekly runs series. So, with that being said, this is Project Zomboid by the team. No, Indie Stone Studios, I believe is what it is. Those are the ones who have produced Project Zomboid. And, well, we're going to jump right in and, well, get started. Like I said, I lost my last save game and I actually deleted it. It would not reload. It started to load and would just keep crashing over and over again. So that was unfortunate. They have added this new place. I noticed the last time I started this up. I'm not sure if this is one giant map and you eventually can get to West Point from Muldrog, but I don't know. But I'm going to go with the original campaign area, or starting area, and we'll see where that takes us. So hopefully everything works out. And we get to create ourselves a character. So we'll random a few times, see what we get. Jason Peterson? Nah, that's too... You know what? Let's see here. Martin Bennett. No, Martin Bennett, we're going to change your name to... Oh, I don't know. Let's see, what can we call our guy? We'll call him Jerry. Bigglesworth. I like it. Jerry Bigglesworth. That is going to be our character. He is a hero. Look at him. Oh, there's different body. Oh, these are working now. These weren't working before, actually. So that's kind of neat. Oh, he'd be a bald man. Now we're gonna go with hair. Well, can we change the hair color? Didn't seem to do much. Well, it's so small that it doesn't really matter. There we go. We get some beard type going on. You always gotta have that rugged beard. Alright, so we're gonna hop in as Jerry Bigglesworth. And we're gonna be the running man with the teal or turquoise top. Alright, so how this works, I don't know exactly, and they've added some stuff since I've last played, so I may be doing stupid things. Who knows? I'm not very good at the game, admittedly. But I imagine I say that about most games. So, you have these different professions or occupations that you were before the zombie apocalypse happened. So, if you were a fire officer, you have double speed swinging your axe, so you got a faster axe swing, and double speed breaking through doors with the axe. The police officer has marksmanship, improved gun accuracy, and quicker reload. The park ranger, which is what I'm going to play as, is an outdoorsman, not affected by harsh weather conditions. Extra orienteering ability, no idea what that means. Construction means you're thick-skinned and you're handy, so you can barricade quicker, and there's less of a chance of scratches and bites breaking the skin. So that's usually a pretty safe one to go as a construction worker. And then the security guard needs less sleep, I believe. Yeah, and he stays alert even while sleeping. So less likely while you're sleeping a zombie will find you and eat your soul. Now the way the traits work is you take these negative traits. The negative traits are actually the ones with the positive numbers. These are bad traits that give you points to spend, and then you spend those points that you get on these positive traits, which cost points. So it's a little confusing, but not too bad. Well, I don't plan to drink very much, so I'm going to add the light drinker trait. I don't want to be clumsy. I don't want smaller view. I don't want to develop symptoms without actually being infected. That sounds terrible. None of those seem good. Definitely don't want to be weak or cowardly. Nope, not feeble. I don't want to be prone to illness. I don't know what the mood thing is, and it might be something that they implemented earlier in the game, or they plan to implement later in the game. I'm not entirely sure. But what I do know is, right now, I don't really care. I'm going to utilize the, bad mood. Who cares? The best way not to be in a bad mood is don't get there in the first place. Alright. Overweight, no. Agoraphobic, absolutely not. Unlucky, knowing me, I don't need extra help in that regard. Hearty appetite, absolutely not. And quick to anger, again, you're in a zombie apocalypse. If you're not quick to anger, there's something wrong with you to begin with. So, let's take a look. We can be stout, extra knockback from melee weapons. Or we can be strong. Is there anything that gives us a 2 bonus? Absolutely not. Alright, well, we can go with athletic. Or we can go with stout. And lucky? Or graceful? We'll go with stout and let's see what else we got. For 4. Lucky, resilient, light eater. Brave. Less prone to becoming panicked. I don't know. Graceful. Well, we'll go with lucky. Lucky seems like a good thing to have. Alright, so we're going to be lucky and stout. And we're going to hop right into the game and get this started. So, here's the very long storyline. These are the end times, and it's loading and creating the world and everything now. So, this might seem excessively long, but it is what it is, and we'll wait for it to go through its whole process. Usually you'll be able to skip at some point. These were the end times. There was no hope of survival. And then I believe the next screen will be the end of the storyline. This is how you died. So there you have it. That's essentially the storyline to Project Zomboid. So we're going to get right into this. And it shows that we have survived for that much time. We're going to get rid of this thing, I think, maybe. Yes, no? Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Alright, so as it stands, we can hold up to 12 items. We are in a pretty swanky house, I gotta say. We're going to close the curtains, because this looks pretty darn nice. It has an upstairs, and if it has 2 entry points, this is going to be my starting location. It even has a doghouse out back. How could you not want to live here? Alright, so there's a front door. And I apologize if I kind of wander around a little haphazardly here. Does not look like it has a back door. That's the only thing I don't like about this house right now. Oh, maybe it does. Hold on. There's a door there that I didn't see. Oh, it does have a back door. Well, that is fantastic. Alright, well, I like this place. This is... Look at that. It's very rare that you start in a very good location. And I can't say that this is necessarily the greatest of locations, but it is pretty darn good, especially for a starting area. And we already have curtains on almost all the windows, it seems. We're going to drink because our drink meter is relatively important to us. And we're going to check out what we actually have here. 9mm rounds. In the cupboard, I think I'll move those. I generally try to keep things in a specific pattern, if you will. Like, keep all things that you need together in one area. Now, what I would like to find is like a baseball bat or some sort of melee weapon. You don't want to get into the mistake of using a rolling pin. Sorry. Oh, we have a dead rat. Nice. Let's get that out of the house. You don't want to get in the habit of using guns, because guns are noisy and they attract bad guys. So, when and where you can avoid it, it's usually a good idea. Alright, so let's see. What do we have over here? Well, we do not have window coverings there. Good. Let's go take a look upstairs. No window coverings there either. And we're overheated. Well, I think we are going to rip our sweater into bandages like men. We'll run around all bare-chested and awesome. There we go. Now I feel better. Oh, look, a pink curtained room. How lovely. How lovely. Alright, looks like there's no extra places in there for me to experiment, explore. What is that? Oh, there's like a Pac-Man picture on the wall. That's kind of cool. Alright, good. There's a sheet. And we're going to grab the vest, and I think we're going to put it on, actually. We're going to wear it. We shouldn't be overheated. Nope. Nope. Don't you do that. Close those curtains. Alright, so one of the things they did is there used to be a set distance you were from your character, and you could zoom in, but it would only zoom in for a second, and then it would zoom right back out. And they've changed that. They now allow you to zoom in and out at will, so to speak. I gotta say, I'm a big fan. Because there's times where you want to be a little closer than you are. There's times that, well, it's not that big of an issue. So yeah, it's kind of nice. Alright, so we're going to close up all the curtains. We're going to add sheets to the windows that don't already have them. And we're going to close those sheets. I don't think we can add a sheet up there, wherever that was. However, we're going to add a sheet here, and add a sheet there. Oh, stop it. We'll close the curtains. Sometimes you're able to click just on the curtains themselves. Other times, oh, nope. Other times it's not quite that easy. Stop it. Close curtains. There we go. Apparently I fail at clicking, so to speak. Alright, so let's take a look. It's just a very small bathroom. That's okay. Well, unfortunately, we didn't really find anything as far as weapons goes. So we're going to take a look, and you see down here, it's our first zombie. So essentially this is a game about scavenging, finding stuff, and, well, surviving the zombie apocalypse, as I'm sure you could imagine. Alright, now there's all sorts of things that have loot and just random stuff that you can pick up. You can loot the bodies of the zombies. There is a cooking mechanic. I myself, I haven't really, I don't know, got to dabble with it so much. Wow, this is an even nicer house. I don't know, we may be moving immediately into the new home. This looks pretty darn epic. I'm not gonna lie, and as I see right now, there's absolutely no zombies nearby. Now, there's one small problem with looking up these new houses that I'm not particularly thrilled with, and that problem is some of the houses have alarms on them. And that proposes a problem. So there's a good chance while I jimmy this window that an alarm will go off, because it is a nicer house. If that happens, zombies tend to come a-running. But, ironically, it did not happen, and I still have this dead rat that I'd like to get rid of. So we'll drop that. We're not going to eat the rat. And I did pick up the 9mm rounds. We'll climb through. Hopefully there's no zombies in the house. We will close this window back. Alright. We'll open the front door. And we're going to have to take a look. So there's going to be a lot of just walking around trying to figure out what's going on. Actually, this looks like exactly like the house in the last... Actually, this is almost identical to the house I had in the last attempt at the game, where it updated actually a couple times since I had last played, because I started this before I left for vacation. And yeah, so we're gonna eat some chocolate because it just feels right. And alright, we have all sorts of food stocked in our fridge. It's looking good. Some peanut butter. We'll grab that, take that with us. A washer and dryer in there. And what's in here? It's another bathroom. The medicine cabinet. It's got a sheet and a bath towel. Not sure what you do with a bath towel, but if this was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, we might be able to do something with it. Alright, let's go take a look upstairs. I realize this first episode, really nothing has happened. And part of that is to do with, man, he's just not a happy guy. Alright, we're going to get rid of this vest. Apparently the vest is too hot for him as well. Nope. Don't want to play with the window. Actually, this house might even be larger than the one I was in last time. And we found it. Alright, let's grab it. And we're going to equip it. So primary. Now, what do you mean equip with in both hands? I don't know what that means. Do you get extra swings? Do you hit harder with it? I don't know, but I think I'm actually going to utilize this house as opposed to the one that we started before. So we'll go back through and we'll pillage the other house at a later date, not just yet. And we'll go out, and before we're done with this day, we will kill ourselves our first zombie. And kind of set a precedence that, hey, we're here, and we're not going anywhere. But we are. We're actually going to be going all over the place. So that statement is entirely false, but that's okay. We're going to add our sheet. We're going to cough up a lung a little bit there. That's okay. Close the curtains. Now the reason you close the curtains is you don't want to upset the zombie horde. Now unfortunately we're not going to be able to reach that to close it. But it looks like there are several sheets laying around, and I like that. Man, there's dead rats in every house. Alright, well, the good news is the upstairs are not as important to add sheets to. But if you can, you still want to do it. Now sometimes you can get lucky and just click on the sheet over the window and it will close up automatically. But the reason you put these sheets on is you do not want the zombies to be able to see inside and go, oh look, something's moving in there. I should go lumber over there slowly and start attacking. You want to avoid things like that, generally speaking. There we go, see I was able to do it there with just a left click. And there we go again. Alright, so we've got most of the windows quarantined or blocked off with the sheets. Later on, I believe you're able to put barricades and stuff up. I don't know. Alright, light switches work. That's pretty cool. We're thirsty, so we're going to drink some water. And we're going to go out and we're going to beat down a zombie, because, well, we're just that kind of guy. Alright, so let's find ourselves a zombie. We do get winded rather rapidly, so that's something to keep in mind as well. But it looks like we have a base camp. We have a starting location that's actually fairly well. Normally I start in a trailer park, and well, it kind of sucks. The things I look for when I'm setting up a base camp is 2 entrances. So one to get in, one to get out if I have to. And it's generally safer to sleep on a second story as opposed to a first story or a single story building. So I try to look to see if there's 2 stories. Now I heard a banging sound, and already we've exerted ourselves. There we are. Let's see if this door is open. It is not. Let's open the window. There we go. Will he crawl out? He will not. However, apparently we can clobber him through the window on the wall. Oh. Okay. And down he goes. When you hear that horrible sound, that means you defeated the zombie. He doesn't really have much to offer us, which is okay. So there we go. We have defeated our first zombie. There's a medical supply place right here, which is pretty darn cool. We'll definitely have to burglarize that. I mean, loot for the sole benefit of surviving, because, you know, we're not thieves or anything. Yeah, we're outdoorsmen. That's what we do. We go outdoors and stuff. We have the power to survive in a concrete jungle. So we're gonna sneak up on this guy. Oh, so to speak. Just crack him with our bat a couple times. And bam, down he goes. And we'll clobber him while he's laying down. Take a look. We did not aggro the other one. Now there is a line of sight mechanic in this game, so keep that in mind, be aware of that. And keep in mind, I am still coughing, guys. So when you hear my, is very noticeably a staticky mic, it's quite sad, because ironically on my old computer I didn't have that. So somehow I'm assuming my new computer has a higher quality sound card, so maybe my microphone is, I don't know, the flaws and the problems with it are just picking up more with this sound card. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is, but yeah, there's definitely something happening. Alright, so we slapped him down a couple times, and third time's a charm, and there we go. So let's see what he had on him. Now, you're not generally going to get the greatest of loot fighting zombies, but, you know, this is a zombie survival slash horror slash scavenging game, so I figured you guys probably want to see some of the zombie killing action, so I figured I could do that for you guys. At the beginning, this one does have painkillers, and that is something that might be useful. In one of the attempts before, not one that I was recording, but me just playing by myself, I did end up getting zombified, which was not the greatest of things. We're going to drop the dead rat here because, well, we don't want to eat it. And we'll equip this on our back. And there we have it. What that does is it lowers the weight reduction, or it has a weight reduction. It lowers the amount of weight that we're actually carrying. So we're gonna crack her upside her head. I'm assuming it's a her. Like right here, I guess we insta-gibbed her. She is down. We're getting pretty darn tired at this point. So we're gonna head. You know what? We're gonna do something that's really stupid. No, we're not. We're not gonna do stupid stuff. I'll do enough stupid stuff unintentionally that I don't need to do something purposely stupid. So we're gonna run back to our house, and around 10:30, maybe the next level of tiredness, we'll actually go to sleep. If I recall, that was where I was going to live, but I decided to move on. Looks like we're thirsty and we're relatively exhausted, and that's okay. And we're gonna enter the house, close up the doors. We'll take a drink, that way we can wet the bed. I actually don't think there's a pee mechanic, but if there were, I'm sure we would wet the bed. We're gonna head upstairs in total darkness, and we'll sleep in this room right here. So, it's 10 o'clock. We'll fast forward just a little bit until the next. Oh, he's hungry now too. Well, he's gonna have to suffer. Alright, here we go. Alright, time for us to sleep. Yes, we would like to sleep. And there we have it. We shall sleep, and we'll wake up automatically whenever we're not tired anymore, and Jerry Bigglesworth will be able to continue on with his wonderful life of slaying zombies and scavenging all that he can to survive. Yeah, kind of like a documentary voice there. I like it. Alright, so onward we go. We'll leave out the front exit this time, and you've only seen a few lingering zombies. There are literally hundreds, possibly thousands of zombies in certain areas. So, seeing the few that we're seeing now, not that impressive, I realize. We should have eaten before we left. It's kind of an oversight on my part. Alright, well, we did manage to take the zombie down. And the more you use things like sprint and melee weapons and stuff, you'll see you have a character sheet. And I'm using a blunt weapon, and my blunt combat ability is going up along with my sprinting. I'm not sure how you increase light-footedness. Oh, that was a mistake. You always want to look when you walk into a room immediately and be ready for there to be a zombie. I was already getting complacent, and I apparently have something stuck on my mouth. There we go. Something was stuck on my cursor there. Alright. Ooh, a wallet. I want to have that. There's no reason to have it, but I figured, might as well, right? Looks like there's 2 dead bodies in here. We're a little panicked. But there is a fridge with food and stuff, so we're going to eat some cheese. And possibly some cabbage. And we're going to grab this. Oops, wrong button. And we're going to go over to the sink, which I believe is right here somewhere. There we go. We're going to take a drink from it. We're still slightly panicked from the horrible zombiness that was. There's some dog food, some chocolate. We'll take the chocolate. Frying pan. Bunch of stuff that we can take here. Chips and cereal are definitely easy foods to use and to carry with you. There's some 9mm rounds. We're going to take that. The dead rats, I don't know what that's all about. But that's something that I believe they've added recently, so... Seems like it's a single-story house. I'm not sure how to get to that door. Ah, there we go. Well, this house was... Oh, this is a 2-story house. Well, before we leave, we should go into the 2nd story and see what's up there. Let's see, there's a sheet. Sheets are always good. Well, we'll add this into our school bag. There's another sheet, so there we go. And now we'll head upstairs. And... let's see. Excuse me. There's some cigarettes, there's golf clubs. Now that I don't mind taking. I will take those. Along with some sheets. I believe the golf clubs are not going to be... Oh, what's this? Fully efficient at 2 hands. Really? Well, let's unequip it and put it into 2 hands. That's kind of an interesting thing. So they've added that mechanic as well. So I guess you can really hit harder and probably level up quicker by utilizing things the correct way. I don't hate that. Was there a school bag in there? I think there was. And I'm not sure I want to necessarily keep it with me, but I'll grab it for now. And, well, we'll put the sheets in the other school bag that we're carrying with us on our back. We'll take a look. You always want to enter a room and kind of do a sweep to make sure there's nothing in there that's going to surprise you. And again, sheets are makeshift window deterrents, so people cannot see you. They're curtains, as it were. Or currents, I think is what I was going to say. I'm not sure. Somehow I opened a door through a wall. That was pretty impressive. Didn't know I had telekinetic mind powers, did you? Huh? No? Okay. There are sheets everywhere in like every single place. That's kind of interesting. Pretty large bathroom too. Ooh, there's a medicine cabinet. Usually got good stuff in there. No? Really? Huh. Well, we'll drink again. We hear loud music. Well, not that loud, I suppose. And that's pretty much it. This house has been kind of picked clean now, I suppose. So we can get out of Dodge, or at least out of this house. And I'm going to try to leave the doors open if I can. Places that I've already been. We want a big hiking bag is the bag I believe we actually want. Those seem to have the most weight reduction for us. Oh, look at this. This could be our new home. We could totally downgrade if we really wanted to. Watch, the shed will be alarmed. We won't be able to get inside. Climb through the window. There's no zombies in here, which is always good. And you got hammers and nails and screwdrivers and all sorts of things, so good stuff. I see a zombie. I want to go slap it with my baseball bat, now equipped in 2 hands instead of 1. The zombies seem to be migrating for some unknown reason. I'm pretty sure they haven't seen me, but... Ooh, there's a pistol. We're totally going to grab that. And then we're going to try to back away before they see us. Yeah, they all seem to be heading somewhere with a purpose, and I don't know why. So something must have happened. Either I'm missing a sound effect, or they're just telekinetically knowing where to go. I'm not entirely sure. Generally, you'll hear random gunfire, maybe a helicopter will fly over, or some other such nonsense. I really don't know what has upset the zombie horde that they want to head toward my house. Gotta say, I'm not particularly thrilled with that. And again, this zombie horde is not that impressive yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick off the stragglers if we can. And we will. And man, look at the knockback on that. Bam! And down he goes. There we go. We have managed to... That's funny, we can look through the window. The closed window. Again, the game is in early... Well, I want to say early alpha. The game is in like perpetual alpha, but they're constantly doing things to it. They are doing several updates. The devs are pretty on top of trying to make everything work. Adding new features and things of that nature. But it is in early access, is what I was trying to say, on Steam, and you can pick it up there. I'll have links of where you can get the game, if it is something you are enjoying. Huh, that's interesting. I didn't know I could do that. Alright, so let's move right along. Take out some more zombies. I'm kind of excited to get my combat abilities up. So I'll probably be fighting more zombies than most people would. Most people would be focused more on gathering fat loots early on in the game, and whereas I could probably, also do that. I was a little delayed there with my swing. I don't know what happened. Here we go. I think I'd rather not do that right now. Alright, I would like to take a look at my baseball bat. Its condition is not all that fantastic, which is somewhat unfortunate. Let's go take a look at our house. I believe it is this one. Do we have any zombies, any zambies, any zombonis out here? Does not look like that is the case. I like to keep my house zombie free. It is the only way to be, so to speak. So bam. Crack her with a baseball bat to the skull. And at this point, we kind of need to get an idea. There's still no map. That's something that a lot of people would have really enjoyed. I know that's one of the complaints, or it's not really complaints, but requests that people have with this game is there's no map, and I don't know. It would be useful, but you know, maybe you could hand draw a map if you were surviving on your own, but really, probably not. So I'm okay with there not being a map, even if others aren't. So we're gonna actually do a little exploring, and we're probably not gonna come back to our base camp right away. I should have offloaded while I was there. That's probably a mistake, and hopefully it won't cost me too much. Bring it. Okay, bring it later. There's 3 zombies. Ooh, double zombie smack. Nope. Nope. My goodness. Zillion little zombie boogers, aren't they? Alright. That's 2 down. You can kind of do a little shoving match, and then you crack him in the head when he comes close. Chase him down, down he goes, and there we go. We have been victorious in our triple zombie combat. Triple zombie combat! Ooh, beta blockers. Yeah. Alright. So you gotta love the danger music there. I don't believe I got any damage done to me. Yeah, we're okay overall. One scratch, you can end up getting, well, losing the game, we'll say. Getting killed, turned into a zombie, whatever. And sometimes it's, oh, you get a scratch, no big deal. And then, oh, a little later you have a fever. Well, that can't be good. And then, after that, things just get worse and worse. Or maybe you have queasiness and you're like, well, I don't know what to do. Yeah, things get rather unfortunate. I'm not sure why his panic level go down. I don't know. I do not know. But it looks like there's some good books to have. I've never actually spent the time to read any of the books all the way through, which is probably a mistake. Some sleeping tablets and another golf club. We'll take that. It's probably gonna, yeah, it's gonna overweigh us. Over encumber us, if you prefer. And apparently, we are now full up. So we're gonna eat. And we need to, oh, I don't know. We need to do something. Drink some water. I'm sure we need some water. And we'll take a look in here and see, is there anything amazing? The thing I'm looking for the most right now is a better bag situation. If I can actually find that, I'll be sitting pretty good. But it does, did that say a bottle of mayonnaise? It did. Oh, bottle with mayonnaise. Oh, water bottle. We gotta get one of those. That is important. We're gonna eat some chocolate because, well, we're feeling a little bit of self-loathing. So we figured chocolate might make us feel a little better. There should be a bedroom somewhere here. Ah, there it is. Okay. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna lose our well-fed buff. And we're gonna wait until a little bit, 10:30. That's good. All right. 11, we'll say. Alright, and we're going to go to sleep now. And hopefully no zombies eat us, and we're probably going to break off the first episode of the weekly runs, week 11, Project Zomboid being the game. So, there you have it, guys. I might have run a little long on this one, but that's quite alright, because, well, I kind of want to showcase a little bit of what the game's about. That's essentially what you do in a nutshell. There's obviously more zombies, more weapons. You can craft things, you can cook, you can do all sorts of stuff. I'm going to try to get as far along as I can without doing anything dumb to jeopardize my progress. And hopefully this is a weekly run that you guys will enjoy as well. It's a game that I actually have quite a bit of fun with, and, well, I hope you guys will enjoy it as well, as I said. So we just gobbled up a watermelon, and with that, I will pause it, and I will continue here in episode 2. So thank you guys for joining me. If you did enjoy this, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, guys, my name is Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.